Menu narration option is set to off.
Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Nittany Lions will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Ohio's offense will get first crack at it here. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Bobcats will hustle to the line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He'll run it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The decimal meters of back. explode one of the great environments. Wide out level noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Bringing the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing. And getting the sack.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. You can hear the roar all the way to Mount Nittany after he got in the backfield and made the play.
And they always give you something to roar about, don't you? These Penn State linebackers, I don't know where they find them, but year after year they find some of the best players in all of football.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it into 16. And the Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. He makes the grab. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. To the air on first down. He's got it on the move. Get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Under fire. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
He'll work his way down to the 28. The Bobcats are marching down the field.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Summers. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Here's a Heat. And the defense explosive play at the 37-yard line. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. LSU dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, he wants to take the top off. Makes the catch on the left. Hits the crease. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Snap from the gun on third down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Bobcats line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds. For a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. And he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Just keep slinging it. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Bobcats headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. With a lot of time left, there's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Rushes on him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. Now on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I'll tell you what, when the ball's tossed on the perimeter really quickly, you got to take really good angles. When I'm a safety and I'm spinning down, I'm trying to catch that guy. He's got so much space out there now. I don't have a lot of help from my defensive tackles or my defensive ends. Those are tough spots to be in. You could tell the running back won that battle, got a bunch of yards. Nice positive play for this offense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Hauls it in. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll immediately call timeout.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Caught over the middle. It's Denmark. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They go to the ground. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And the quarterback takes a knee. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bobcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Motion from the back. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Give to the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You know, when your QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You going right or you going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. Nice decision there by the quarterback.
Give to the running back. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. And the Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Give to Brown. They've got him in the backfield, and that will be a loss of pretty much what he got on the previous play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored Jesse this offense. There he goes. Picks up the first down. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays. I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they've practiced these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Catch in the middle, it's Denmark. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Rides to the back. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent
Wide open spaces. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. They'll run the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the Bobcats with an absolute gift to start this drive with goal to go. Looking to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force...
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. He splits the uprights. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves him in a hole. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a second down play. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offensive...
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll go to the toss. Look out, he's got room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit problem, you need some mojo, something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Back to throw, it's Tracy. Using the quick game. He gets those gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Offense getting set for 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
It hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week. And
give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Back to pass. It's Tracy. Pocket breaking down. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well,
open field on the right. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He unleashes a long one. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Penn State, 91, Ohio. 13.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They kick it away on 4th down. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. This is what an elite team does. They know they're